let them all in first?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Welcome to those of you who are just joining us. And I'm going to call the meeting. Oh, no, I don't do that. We're going to stand
You know
for
what
the
that is,
pledge to the
Steph?
flag. Excuse me? We're going to pretend we have a flag in front of all of us. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of
of the United States of America
America,
and
to
to
the
to the
the
republic
republic
for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under God,
God, indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Fair.
Okay. We are open for
A different meeting.
public comment. We have 2 members of the public here. Am I correct?
Right.
Teresa and Danielle? Okay. So I'm assuming we can move right along on that. And we're going to the Spark presentation.
Mhm.
Hi,
Okay.
that's me.
Mhm.
I'm actually presenting for the 813 program as well as the Spark program, which are the
Okay.
2 programs that I oversee. I am going to attempt to share my screen.
There we go.
Right. Sorry, I've got a nice blue glow now on myself. So I'm Megan Becker. I am the principal that oversees the 813 and Spark Elementary programs. So I was asked to come tonight and give you a little bit of an overview of what our programs are like and share about what we've kind of been up to over the last couple of months. So feel free to stop me at any time and ask any questions you might have. So our 813 program is a pretty structured program. It's mainly serving students with autism and speech impairments. There are up to 8 students in the classroom, a teacher, a TA, 2 aides, and sometimes some one-to-one support. Over the last couple of years, we have found that the behaviors and the intensity has increased with a lot of our students. So we have had some more one-to-one needed support in order to manage that throughout the day. These students primarily work in very small groups. They move from station to station each 30 minutes. And we try to set really clear expectations and routines so that they can manage their day very well. Okay. So then I added some different activities that the students have been doing. I actually got to observe this lesson in Ms. Gabay's classroom. Her students had created totem poles. They'd been learning about Native Americans, and the amount of knowledge that the students knew was really impressive. They had worked extensively on vocabulary. They were able to recall it. So it was really nice to see when I went in. And we have Miss Burton's classroom. These are actually 2 upper elementary, like 4th, 5th classrooms. They were designing roller coasters. They've been working on the principles of mechanical engineering. So they actually took some of the materials from the tech department and worked with staff to build their own roller coasters within the classroom. And a lot of our teachers, especially the upper levels, do try to use the tech pieces that the ISS offer to do some really impressive lessons in their rooms. Okay. Ms. Ahern's classroom has created a fridge on their wall so that students can actually showcase their most important work and things that they're very proud of. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. And they're also working on creating kind of a word wall with different words they use most often. Sorry, I went way past where I was supposed to be. There we go. Then I tried to show you some of our 813 programs also receive a lot of related services. A lot of our students get speech language therapy at least 3 times a week, and sometimes 4. They do individual lessons as well as push in ABC Music and Me at the younger levels to kind of get them involved in singing and movement to really work on their speech and communication skills. So this is one of our speech therapists, Miss Lacey, pushing into a classroom and working on the ABC Music and Me, having the students imitate her and using scarves to kind of really get involved. And then the other student that you see is on our sensory path that's in our classroom, and they do utilize a lot of toys walking to and from the speech room just to keep the students engaged and to kind of make that transition a little more fun and one that they can talk through. And then we have our occupational therapy students. They work a lot with the therapy, which is one of the items on the table where they look for treasures. So they're really working on increasing their hand muscles and movements. They do a lot of cutting activities. The therapist tried to incorporate things that the students enjoy. So the one student on this day was working on a Mario craft because it's something that engages him. So having him cut out Mario characters and do different things with them helped with a lot of that. The student in the middle actually had a sensory bucket within his classroom that he was utilizing for some downtime. So he was playing with different objects and kind of regrouping himself on that specific day. We had a sensory room too, and we have many, many items in our sensory room, but with COVID, it hasn't gotten utilized, unfortunately, as much, but that's something that we're looking forward to bringing back into action once we have a little more leeway. And then we have physical therapy where they're working on those gross motor skills. They use the bike for transportation to move back and forth throughout the hallways at White Sulphur to give the students some movement and some practice with that. They also utilize the swing very often and the trampoline. Sorry, my brain was gonna not use the word trampoline. So they utilize a lot of different equipment. They have a lot of different equipment that they're able to use with the students and the individuals. So they're able to do a lot of different activities. As you can see in the one corner, there's a lot of bouncy balls. Okay, and then I kind of showcase a little bit of the special areas too. The students who receive music, art, and PE. On this specific day where I have some pictures from, they were using boom whackers in music, and they hit them onto their hand and they create different notes. So the different students all receive different boom whackers and they can create music in their own songs. In art on this specific day, they were using sponge paint to create poinsettias. So they were learning how to mix the colors and how to put them onto the paper and to the sponge and lift it up carefully. And then in PE, they've been working on soccer skills, how to strike the ball, which part of the foot to use while striking the ball, and just really learning how to play the game. Okay. And then we have our Spark program, which is our supplemental program for at-risk students. So this is really a program that's designed for non-classified students. Students who are struggling academically, behaviorally, within the regular education setting are sent to us with the hopes that we're able to get them back on track and they can be reintegrated back into that setting that they have been in. They can come for 30, 60, or 90 days. To be completely honest with you, they mainly stay for the 90 days because they really need the complete 90 days to figure out what's going on. One of the benefits of the program is that we have a physician's assistant working with them. So she can prescribe medication, and to monitor the medication and watch the students, we really do need that 90 days. Our school psychologist, Miss Erin, is the one who really organizes and sets up the meetings and keeps the communication between her and the home district. Currently, we only have one Spark classroom. We have the younger elementary, kindergarten through about 3rd grade. Our numbers had shrunk. So unfortunately, We haven't been seeing the older students being referred as much as they were in the past. That's something that we're hoping changes and that we can open up another classroom sooner rather than later. And it really is a tutoring program because the district sends the current work that the students are working on to keep them up to pace. And then the teacher supplements as needed to help with different skills. And then we have PBS, which is our positive behavioral intervention program. I think it's one of the things that we do pretty well between White Sulphur Springs and the GMOD. We are always focused on how we can engage the students, how we can reinforce the students, what we can do differently if students seem to be struggling. So we try to do a lot of different rewards throughout the month. We do pop-up shops, which are crafts and activities that we used to do in person and go to different classrooms. So during COVID, what we've done with the pop-up shops is we create a craft or an activity that's put into a baggie and it's delivered to the students and they can create it with their classroom. We also do a school store, which has gone on to a rolling cart where students are able to choose prizes that they're interested in. We do principal's table once a month, which has gone virtual as well. Students are given an award and a food craft usually, that they can complete on their own. And we meet virtually and we do some songs on YouTube and some different things along those lines. We have dolphin cards, which are on the bottom, which we had voted for a school mascot a few years, which ended up being Daisy the dolphin. So she comes and visits occasionally. One of our staff members is really great at dressing up as her and visiting the students and making them smile. And we do dolphin card rewards. So students end up getting stars. That's what they cash in for their prizes at the school store. And within the classroom, they use bucket fillers. They'll give each other a hip, hip hooray when they fill their bucket each day. And we have some great outdoor learning spaces at the GMOD now, as well as the WSS garden, which is still in bloom. I think.
Megan,
That is
what
it.
does GMOD stand for?
GMOD is the building that we're in, over on main campus. So there's the
Okay.
thing, and behind the F building is the G building. And that's what we refer to it as, is the GMOD. I apologize.
Okay, thank you.
The G modular. That's all I have. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Sounds great.
No, thank you.
Looks very creative.
We
I
try.
like that. Yeah, it looks like you succeeded.
We have a
The
lot
te-
most days.
The teachers in my family say they usually have to stand on their heads. It looks like these teachers did stand on their heads. So,
Anything that works, we're not opposed to trying.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. Thank you,
Who
Megan.
has difficulty getting on and off the bus. So we all move out of the way because they do run through the hallway to get him to the classroom. And that is what works in the mornings and in the afternoons. So we do what works.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming in tonight.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. We want to keep getting each month. We're trying to get something so we get more involvement and more face-to-face with people. You know, like I can find Teresa. I know who she is, but I don't know who everyone is. And I assume nobody else does either. So thank you again.
You're welcome.
thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Okay. So we are going to, and Megan, you are welcome to leave us. You don't need to stay for the rest of it. It's okay.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
Okay.
that. Have a wonderful night and have a happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you. We're on to the consent agenda. So there's a good number of items on the consent agenda. This is your big chance to ask questions, but first I need a motion. Thank you, Ken, and thank you, Anthony. Does anybody have any questions about this consent agenda? It's quite a large one. Okay, then I'm going to call for a vote if nobody has a question. All those in favor of the consent agenda, please show of hands. Good, it's unanimous. Thank you very much. And now that moves us to financial matters. How did I lose this? I lost this whole thing. Excuse me a moment. I don't know why, but I lost the whole agenda here. Okay. Back to board docs. Okay, I'm back in business. Sorry about that. Okay. Financial matters. This is informational. The first one, the claims audit report, the infinite claims audit report, which is kind of a blank. There it is. Okay. No questions, comments on it. It's actually quite a decent one. I don't think we can complain too much about things that are entered sometime after the event because of the way things are. Everybody's just kind of holding in there. So no questions or comments on that? Okay. Treasurer's report. This is an action item. So first thing I need is I need a motion for the treasurer's report. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sue. Questions?
Maybe it's just me, but I think it would be valuable to have Jennifer Mitchell come and guide us through this document. I know she does that, or the treasurer does that about once a year. I find that valuable.
I think that's a wonderful idea, Ken.
So
I do
Susan,
too.
could you take care of that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So there's
Thank
no
you, Ken.
question about it right now? Okay, then I would like a vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, it's unanimous again. Thank you. Okay, we are on to the personnel matters. Now, that is also an action item, so I need a motion, please. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Simi. Okay. Any questions on this personnel matters? Everybody's understands everything and is fine with it? No questions? Okay, then I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Again, it is unanimous. Thank you all. Approval of the substitute rate increase. Again, an action item. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. I need a motion, please. So, Linda and Ken, thank you both very much. Questions? Pretty straightforward. Okay, no questions, comments? All those in favor, raise your hands, please. So it's unanimous, nothing against. Okay. Action and discussion items, number 9 in our series here. Okay, the first one is, they're all action items.
Yep.
So I'm going to take them one at a time, okay? SEQR resolution, state ed project, blah, blah, blah. Boiler replacement.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's a SECRA, just so that everybody knows, State Environmental Quality Review Act. It's a resolution that's required for any time we do a capital project, just to make sure we have taken into consideration any environmental impact. And the boiler project is not deemed to impact the environment.
okay. That is wonderful. I need a motion. Oh, Carol and Ken, thank you. Questions, none? May I have a vote, please? All those in favor? Thank you, it's unanimous. On to the next one, 9.02, funding authorization for SED project number, which is RPEC boiler replacement. That's an action item. I need a motion. Oh, did I get that already?
Mhm.
No, okay, a motion. Anthony and Simi, thank you both. Questions, comments, vote. If you're in favor, please raise your hand. Again, unanimous. Approval of the CSEA contract for the RPEC boiler replacement project, I said CSEA, I'm so sorry. CS Arch contract for the boiler replacement. Okay, I need a motion. Ken, Sue, thank you. Any questions for the ladies? All those in favor, please, a show of hands. Okay, unanimous, thank you. Authorization to expend the employee benefit accrued liability reserve. It's an action item, so I need a motion first. Sue and Ken, you were there. Thank you both. Susan, do you want to comment on this at all? We're fine. No questions?
Sure, I can explain it. So every year and we just had our audit presentation a few months ago, and you hear Sue talk about the reserve. So we do have it's basically our compensated absences reserve. The formal name is EBLR. And so every year we complete a calculation to ensure that we're able to fund the benefit time that our employees have on hand. And we had 4 individuals leave employment, retire, or resign. And they were entitled to either unused sick time or vacation time as they separated from employment with BOCES. And so we're asking for the authorization to spend just over $140,000 out of that reserve to cover those compensated absences.
Thank you very much for that explanation. Any questions for Susan on that? Okay, all those in favor? A show of hands. Again, unanimous. Thank you very much. And approval of the shared business manager terms and conditions for 21-22. I need a motion. Ken and Anthony, thank you. Sorry, Linda, I didn't see you.
That's okay.
Okay. All questions for Susan or Jen, anybody? Okay, then we'll have a vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Unanimous. Thank you. Kathy, did you vote? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. We're on to administrative reports. We're going to skip the superintendent's report. Am I guessing? He didn't leave us anything that he wanted us to. Okay, so we're going to move right past that. And on to, wow. Bless you. Board comments. I'd like to go around my screen, so I'm starting with Carol Park because you're up there.
I have nothing other than happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Anthony, you're next.
Yeah, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays and a happy, safe, and healthy New Year.
Thank you, Anthony. And Kathy, you're up. Same, but you're, okay, we can hear you. Now I'm coming down to Sue, you're next.
I'm good. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you to Sue. Linda,
The same. Happy holidays, everybody.
okay. And Ken,
I'm here. I do want, though, to echo the comment you made to Megan. I think it's valuable for us every meeting to learn a little bit more about our programs and the people who run our programs. And I always look forward to that.
thank you, Ken. And Simi,
Yep, I just want to say that to give Bob kudos. He was very instrumental in getting all of these together for week. We had a hell of a week dealing with all of the threats, and he was key in getting all the superintendents on a screen as we were at the DA's office to discuss what was going on and how we would fix it so we can all be on the same page. Everybody was receiving the same information, and we didn't have somebody going left field, right field. So goes to Bob.
that's been helpful.
I thought of you, Simi.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you, Simi.
For a couple of days.
And I want to wish everybody a very happy holiday. And I want to especially thank Susan and Jen and Vicky and Maria who are here, and Jeff and Teresa. Nice to have you both, Teresa. I love the fact that at least you come all the time. And I wish everybody a very happy and healthy year. And now it's Kathy's turn.
Mhm.
Kathy, who is still muted.
No, I'm not. I just
Oh, you were
talk
just
low.
too far away.
Sorry, I was too far away. I don't want to like scare everybody with my face. I make a
You're
motion to
fine.
adjourn the meeting.
I'll second
Thank
that.
you, Kathy. And thank you all and be well.
Be
And thanks
well.
for coming
Be
early.
well.
And
So
Maria,
long, gang.
we'll get back to you in January. Okay. Thank
I'm
you all
looking
very
forward
much.
to it.
You.
Bye
Bye-bye.
now.
Bye, everyone.
Happy holiday.